Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy out here, VICTORTRELLS, and so today we're going to be making another VFX tutorial like you've seen on my recent video. Okay, so I'm going to be creating a new composition to spice things up. It's a 1920 by 1080 pixel. Okay, so already have which of this is my clip again? I think this should be my clip. Okay, so this is my clip. Okay, so I already got my clip here, and then so we're about to start this. So the first thing you're gonna do is that you have to track your eye movements. So the tracker is supposed to be here. So come over to your Windows, go over to tracker, and then click on track motion. So I'm going to take this back or forward anywhere I want this to be. From here, this is where the action started. So I'm just going to start tracking from here. Let me take this back to full resolution so you can actually see my face and everything. Come back to the layer. Take this to your eye, this black spot in your eye. Come back here again and then click on rotation, so it brings out another tracker, and then click here. And then now come over here down and then click on analyze forward. So that this tracking goes on. Okay, so now it's done tracking. Now next thing we have to do is come over here, right click, and then you create a null object. I'm gonna name this as let me just rename this for the sake of those who are new to After Effects. Track. Okay, so now come over here to your where you actually have the track and stuff, and then click on edit, and then change. Yeah, this should be eye track. If you still living in at any name which you be living this, that'll be the name having. Click OK, and then click on apply. Now you click OK again. Now what this actually means, you've applied the tracking data to the null object. Okay, so now it basically moves like this. Everything moves, it follows the eye what you've tracked. Okay, so phase 2, now we have to bring on the fire stuff. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description to every asset used for this video. So drag this down here to the head, and whoa, it's really big. So now I have to scale this down a little bit so it fits onto your head. Scale. This is good though, but let's wait on. And then come over to toggle switch, and then change this from normal to add. Yep, so now we can see your face. I think this should be good enough. So now next thing you have to do, you have to parent this stuff to the eye track. So once it moves alongside the track. Everything has been parented. Well, you see my face has been covered and my real video is not like that, so you have to change this to the pen tool and then marks out your face from this stuff. Make sure you select this on the fire layer, okay, which is actually on the head. Here goes. Mine is actually rough. Okay, I'm just doing this because of tutorial, so it's gonna be rough. Come back to the max and then press M on your keyboard. Change this from add to subtract, so it goes back on the other side. Ooh, I look like a beast, like a masquerade or something. So open this a little bit, or just adjust yours anyway. I'm just doing this for the sake of tutorial, guys. It's not going to be really perfect on my end. Press F on your keyboard to feather the max. Okay, feather this a little bit. I think about 90 or whichever way suits you, and then bring this down. I think this needs to be open, but make sure the sides are closed, whatever way suits you. Just like I said, I'm just showing this for the sake of tutorial, guys. Okay, if you play this now, it should look something like this. Still looking like trash though. So let's move on to the next phase. Fix on with the eyes. What you have to do now is go over back here, right click, new, and then create a solid layer. Whatever color it is, I think I should leave it at orange. Okay, orange would be good enough. Just keep it as orange. You can leave it a white or orange, whatever will be good enough. Click OK, and then shut down the layer. And then I'll go straight to the eyes, part where your eyes are actually located, and then zoom in. I think you should give it a zoom in. I'm going to be doing a rough zoom work. So this is not like professional. I'm just showing this because of the sake of tutorial. Pew. Okay, so now if I should turn this back on, you got something like this. Not bad. So now you're also gonna parent this layer to the eye track, and so it sticks to it. You see, it's actually there now. Anywhere your eyes be moving to, it's actually there. So yep. Now we're gonna be adding SAPA to this layer. You can leave this the way you want. You're just gonna be adding this SAPA to this layer just to make it look more classic. Okay, come over here, changes from customize color, changes from SAPA to layer max, and it's gonna be on the eye, and then changes to, I think, orange. I don't know why my tune colors be doing this. Okay, this is the color for Firestorm. This is the code. Okay, click OK, and then change this from normal to add. Yep, we got some kind of fire breathing storm. Okay, now let's move on to the part where you actually have to add this to the arms, the left and right arm. So yeah, in order for us to animate that, we need to move this fire layer straight to the beginning, towards the beginning, because this thing is kind of like animated, so it comes out from the beginning. So wait to the part where and coming out. So we want everything to be out at the same time. So let's just take this to this part. I think so. So wow. Okay, this should be a good part though. Wow. Okay, so now I need to put the Firestorm fire stuff in on my arms to make this look good. So let's go on to this hand, and I think we're also going to be animating this manually. Okay, right, left, I think. Okay, this is for the right arm. This should be here. Also going to be deep. Okay, this is so big. Press S on your keyboard and then scale this down to fit with the arm. Take it to the part where it's at the beginning. You see it's actually moving out and boop out. Okay, so we manually need to animate this. Okay, you can, if you're actually having a good track system, you can actually track this to fit onto your hand. But for me, I'm manually going to be doing this stuff, moving with the arms, like manually moving this stuff to move it same line with this. Okay, so I'm going to be using the position P on my keyboard, following this frame by frame. I'm going to be doing this for both left and right arm, so this part is going to be super speed. So now I'm going to be moving on to the other arm, the left arm or the right arm, whatever arm that is. I'm going to be doing the same thing onto that. Take this to the beginning. Okay, just like I said, I had to manually do the tracking system. I'm not having a good track system yet. You can see the fire stick dangles around my arm, but I'm just going to do this for the sake of tutorial and to save time. So yeah, I had to manually track that. Took most of my time out. So now we're going to be moving on to the next phase. As you can see, most of the part actually in accordance. Well, let's move on to the next phase of this stuff, which is the opacity level. Okay, so now you can see the fire just if we could take it to this part, the fire just came out like was actually there. Like you can see just come out, and it's actually not good that way. We're gonna be doing this for both the arms and the head and then the eye. So go press go over to all the layers of the flame alongside the eye effect. So I'm gonna be selecting these, the head, the eye, and the right arm, and then the left arm. press T on your keyboard and then click on the opacity, make sure it's 100, and then take it back to the beginning and then reduce this down to 0. So you get this kind of animation. Nice, looking good, right? But we're still not done yet. Okay, we still need to add some cool stuff to this stuff to make it look good. So I'm gonna be adding another layer to this stuff. Right click on you and then solid. Make sure it's actually orange color. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the orange color for this stuff. Right click, okay, and I'm gonna shut this down for now. So come over here, long press on this and select the ellipse tool, and then create a circle around this aspect. Make sure it's at the middle, okay? Take this right above to this side and turn this back on. Click on, press F on your keyboard and then feather this, feather till it's on, so like it's like this. This will be good enough. I think this will be good enough. Press T on the keyboard and then reduce the opacity a little bit. Yeah. Now we gotta go setup. Things take a little bit. Okay, yeah. This will be good enough. So now remember we had to do an opacity change. So you have to do this same stuff to this layer too. Press T on your keyboard and make sure it's here. And then take it back and then reduce this down to 0. So when this pops out, it goes like this. Wow, you know, I've got this kind of orange feel around the environment, but this is looking somehow hashed to a little bit hashed, so I'm going to be taking this down. Yeah, and now for the fire layer, the fire is actually looking a little bit too shabby, so I'm going to be adding the VC color vibrance to the fire layers for the head. Come over to the head. I'm supposed to do this in the beginning, but sorry. VC color vibrance. I'm gonna leave a link to the description for you to install this plugin. You can see it's actually turning on to green, and I'm gonna add in the color tint. Okay, so I'm gonna be showing this. I'm gonna be making some switch at this one. I'm gonna be making this at 0.62, and then I think this should be good at 1. I think this should be good at 1.16. Yeah, this should be good enough. And then this, for this, I need to make this a little bit more orange, a little bit. I think I should just need to put impute the color. I think it's not good. I'm just going to impute the color code FFA23 E. I think it's good. It looks somehow red though. I'm going to be adding the tint effect to this. It looks white now. Okay, so now we got this, but now you need to put the tint above the VC color vibrance, okay, just to make sure everything works fine. Okay, tint above the vibrance. So now we got this. It looks more unrealistic than the other fires. So I'm just gonna be copying this effect, Ctrl C, select both effect, copy them, Ctrl C, and then select both the right arm and then the head, and then paste it there. You can see the changes now. It looks more bright than before. So now we need to add the heat distortion. You know that mirage that comes up from the fire, we need to add that. So right click on new and then adjustment layer, and then take this to the top, and then come over to your effect. This is actually a third-party plugin. I'm going to be leaving inside the link in the description. Hit distortion. Okay. Leave this at fire. I think 10% would be good enough. Come over to your max pad and then select these areas where the fire is actually coming out from. Into your arms. Select this up to the top. So yeah, we got this, and then now press F on your mark spot you need to animate all the feathers from the max, but increase this at least 40 or 44 will be good enough. 44 on each of this, so you got a new cool max bar. So now you also need to do the opacity of this, same way you animated the opacity for the head, and here, and then take it back, reduce this down to 0. But I think you still also need to add a delay to this, so I'm going to take in this forward because after the flame comes out, it takes a little while for the heat distortion to bust out. So now you got this amazing effects on the arm. Okay, now so you can see the heat burning out my arms. Like if I should take this, preview this again, you can see it burning out. But if I should shut down this layer, which I added this, you can see it's now straight. Everything's gone back to normal. No more heat flames coming out. But if I should bring that back, turn that back on, you can see how the flames are coming out. So now we need to add some extra embers. You can actually add some color correction to this. If you actually haven't looks, you can actually add some color correction to sell the effect to make it look more classic. I actually have this on my computer, so I can actually add some color correction to make it look really great. And yeah, that's all you need to do. You can also add the you can also add one last effect to this. I'm going to be adding the spark that comes out straight to the camera. Okay, I'm going to be adding this bonus. This is actually just some stuff I actually got from my Doctor Strange video, like a spark. I'm going to be adding this to the description alongside. So I'm going to be changing this and put this as add. This also will be added to the video just to make sure, just to sell out some spark effects, you know, some embers while you like punch your arms out, so this comes out. Oh, it's actually on the wrong side, so I need to take this straight. So let me take this a little bit to this other side. Cameras, and voila. So I'm going to be adding this on both arms. So I need to make this fast a little bit over to time stretch because it looks kind of fake. It needs to be a little bit fast. So as my arms hit the camera, it moves like got this effect now. Nope. So take this a little bit forward. This part big enough. Okay, now I've got this a little bit fast. So I'm going to be putting this on this other arm. So I'm going to take this to this other side. So yeah, so we got some cool Firestorm effect here. So guys, the last thing you want to do, you want to also add a color correction to this. I'm not going to be doing this in the tutorial because this is not part of what I intended to do, because that's not a long process, but you can add in your color correction to sell the effect to make everything look good. So thanks guys for watching my video. Make sure you don't forget to hit the subscribe button if this video was really helpful. Don't also forget to give it a big thumbs up for we'll be making more tutorials, and for our upcoming video, the Opti F2 is still in the post production. Okay, we already done with the post production. We still are actually doing the VFX edits, so pretty much soon the Opti F2 will also be out, and in no time we'll be hitting YouTube very soon. So thanks again, and don't forget to check the link below to get every files using this video, and peace out.